Now at 6, authorities in Joplin charge a homeless man in connection with a stabbing incident. Plus, firefighters in southwest Missouri respond to an uptick in structure fires in this young year. And a bill in Kansas would change the law concerning who puts patients to sleep before surgery.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities bring charges against a homeless man after a stabbing incident outside a shelter in Joplin. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. This man, 55-year-old Brian Gutierrez, is jailed on felony assault and armed criminal action charges following the incident outside Watered Gardens. Joplin police say an officer on patrol was flagged down by the victim, bleeding from the chest on February 6th. The suspect was still nearby and detained. Court records now say Gutierrez was carrying 2 knives, one with blood on the blade. Video from Watered Gardens reportedly captured the attack. Gutierrez is held in the Jasper County Detention Center on a $100,000 bond. No word on the condition of the victim. 2026 is off to a busy start for the Reddings Mill Fire Protection District, with a spike in structure fires in just this first 6 weeks of the year. Since January 1st, crews have responded to multiple house, chimney, and outbuilding fires and provided mutual aid on several major incidents in neighboring districts, including in Carl Junction, Seneca, and others. The Reddings Mill Fire Chief says a strong partnership with surrounding fire agencies has been critical, especially since volunteer firefighters numbers have dropped statewide. Reddings Mill Fire Department moved to a fully paid department in 2022. Nice day out there. Let's check in with meteorologist Austin Stantz.
Hey Dow, thank you. Yeah, you know what? Today felt a little bit cooler outside today, but still temperatures were well above average. 57 degrees today, Joplin Regional Airport, 253 this afternoon. Our average temperature, 49 degrees. So we were still 8 degrees above average, but it did feel a little bit cooler out there this evening. Taking a look at temperatures across the region right now. Winds coming out of the east right now. Temperatures right around 52 degrees in Joplin, 51 Pittsburgh. Welch, you're sitting at 55. Anderson, 57, a little bit warmer south of 44 right now. Headed into this evening, we'll expect some cloud cover to begin to develop and begin to move in. Temperatures are going to be headed down into the 40s by the 10 o'clock hour, down into the upper 30s as we head into those overnight hours. There's that cloud cover moving in. Rain chances, though, are picking up over the next 5 days. We're going to time everything out, break it down, and let you know how it could impact you and your weekend. Dow?
All right, we'll see you soon. Kansas lawmakers are considering a proposal that could impact anesthesiologist assistants. If passed, AAs would be licensed by the state and also disciplined by the state, setting up a legal framework including exam requirements, supervision certificates, and criminal background checks. KOAM's Nellie Lopez spoke with the CEO of Coffeyville Regional Medical Center to talk about the Anesthesiologist Assistant Act and what it could mean for rural hospitals.
We're blessed. We have a full staff of CRNAs and anesthesiologists.
For rural hospitals like Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, CRNAs play a big role in helping serve the community.
As I talk to my colleagues that are in smaller markets like us that are critical access hospitals in rural Kansas, for them, most of them have 100% CRNAs.
Kansas House Bill 2368 is proposing to create the Anesthesiologist Assistants Licensure Act, setting a full licensing and regulation system for AAs under the Kansas State Board of Healing Arts.
This particular bill would give the licensing capabilities for anesthesia assistants. Those anesthesiology assistants can only work with an anesthesiologist.
Assistants that are not usually used in rural areas.
But if you go look at the bigger markets where there's a higher volume level of employed anesthesiologists, yes, they could potentially use those.
But this bill does draw a little bit of concern.
I think the concern from everybody is that we create legislation that would hurt or deter from people going into CRNA training programs. I see kind of both sides of it. I see where it can be a benefit, but I also see where it very easily could be something that could harm the anesthesiologist coverage we already have in the state of Kansas going forward.
Lawrence hopes for any future changes to the medical field. The state considers more than one market size.
Rural hospitals make up the majority of healthcare providers in the state of Kansas. So we need to be writing legislation that supports the rural healthcare facilities that are out there serving. And we can't just be focused on, what's beneficial for the larger markets.
In Coffeyville, Kansas, Nellie Lopez, KOAM News.
Lawrence also says the state should consider the workforce shortage across the state when creating legislation to be able to recruit and retain those who want to serve in Kansas. A Kansas appeals court hears arguments on whether a company needs a special use permit to reopen a dormant private detention center in Leavenworth as an ICE facility. The company Core Civic seeks a federal contract for its facility. Core Civic argues it never abandoned the site, so it doesn't need a new permit. But the city says its code is clear. If a facility doesn't hold detainees for a year, it must reapply.
Core Civic had an existing contract for detainees. They were marketing the property throughout the time for detainment services. The mere cessation of actual detainees at the facility does not amount to abandonment under Kansas law.
While the three-judge panel asked Core Civic's attorney some tough questions, they made no decision. Last week, Leavenworth's Planning Commission approved Core Civic's special use permit. The City Commission votes next. If they approve it, the lawsuit could become moot. The judges did not give a timeline for a decision. Coming up, Crowder College draws on some local high school talent for an art exhibit, but up first.
At Pitt State, local high schoolers get to put their automotive skills to the test. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll have more on that coming up.
6 area high schools participated in Pitt State's 10th annual automotive skills competition. KOAM's Kenny Foreman tells us what the students were tasked with and how it can help shape their futures.
They may only be juniors and seniors in high school, but the PSU staff wants them to gain exposure in various auto-related skills.
Each one of our stations has something to do with the automotive industry, whether it is in a job interview where they're having to present and talk and ask questions, whether it's in diesel performance, whether it is in engine performance, whether it is in brakes, hydraulics, steering, suspension.
Of course, over the past 10 years, the automotive industry has seen plenty of major changes, forcing the instructors to reconfigure the competition.
We used to have the average of 8 modules, and now we have the average of 36 computers on one vehicle. So we've had to evolve this contest over the years to reflect the growth in technology in the automotive industry. And that goes with our scan tools, being able to read the scan tools and diagnose electrical components.
The competition also serves as a networking event for the students to see what Pitt State has to offer. Current automotive management student Carson Davis participated when he was in high school and says the experience helped prepare him for his further education.
It was huge. I had a lot of background knowledge that a lot of my classmates didn't have. I felt like I had almost like a leg up just because of the fact that I'd already done a lot of this stuff before. I'd been around it. It wasn't new.
And even if they don't go the same route, their high school teachers know the skills will still benefit them in the long run.
If a student decides to go into any type of skilled career, these are transferable skills. So if they're not going to measure brakes one day, they're going to measure something one day. But this activity can definitely give them the opportunity to give it a try.
In Pittsburgh, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Pitt State currently offers certificates, 2-year and 4-year degrees through its School of Automotive and Engineering Technology. The Longwell Museum at Crowder College is showcasing the work of Neosho High School art students in its latest exhibit. Now in its 6th year, the partnership highlights a wide range of student artwork created through the school year. The exhibit features everything from acrylic paintings and graphic design to ceramics, collage, paper arts, even copper plating. They say displaying the artwork in a professional gallery setting gives students a sense of validation and helps them envision a future in the arts.
Students that have participated in this in previous shows have attended Crowder, right? And so I'm going to have potentially some former Neosho High School students come in and help jury, right? And so it's kind of like passing the elevator back down, and these students are really, they know how important this exhibit is.
That exhibit runs through March 5th. A little bit later, a surveillance camera solves the mystery behind a break-in and reveals 3 culprits.
Well, as spring-like conditions continue, we're going to get all aspects of it as we get some storm chances as we head into this weekend. I'm timing it all out coming up.
Here's your Skywatch weather forecast from the trusted Roper Kia Weather Center.
Well, Mother Nature has been gracing us with some spring-like conditions early on here in February, and it does look to continue, but now she's going to start bringing in other aspects of spring too, like showers and thunderstorms as we head into this weekend. But for right now, we're going to be dealing with this stationary front that's eventually going to push into a warm front here and head east, and that's going to bring warmer air back into the area as we head into tomorrow and Friday. For right now, though, cloud cover is increasing across the area right now. That is going to continue as we head into this evening, kind of becoming mostly cloudy tonight and then partly cloudy to mostly cloudy tomorrow. Now, we are going to taking a look at our high winds casino cam this evening. Things are still relatively calm out there right now. Temperatures in the 50s as we head into this 6 o'clock hour, falling into the 40s as we head into the 10 o'clock hour tonight. Then we're going to be falling into the 30s overnight. Here comes that increase in cloud cover. We're going to start to see some mid-level clouds at first and then some higher level clouds as we head into the early morning hours of your Thursday morning here. So we're going to start right around the upper 30s for your early Thursday morning. Overnight tonight, it'll be a little bit cool out there, but still above average. Looking ahead for tomorrow, what you can expect, temperatures will be right around 46 degrees as we hit the 8 o'clock hour, 55 by the lunch hour. 62 by 4 o'clock. That's where we're topping out tomorrow. 62 degrees, becoming cloudy. Winds will be out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's take a look at Friday here. Friday, we're going to start to see some higher level clouds begin to build in here, and then here's our system that begins to push in. On the edge of that system, we're going to start to see some showers and thunderstorms develop here. Some of these guys could try to show off and be a little beefy here and, be a little loud, give us some flashy lightning, some loud thunder at times. Not expecting anything widespread severe, but an isolated severe thunderstorm can't be completely ruled out. And I would expect it to be the bare minimum of the parameter, so 60 mile per hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail here. That doesn't mean don't ignore those warnings. It just means that I'm not expecting it to be widespread. Just one or two of these guys here, especially off to the south, as they begin initiating along that front there, that's when we could start to see one of those storms go severe. Now, what you're going to notice here, a lot of these storms are staying south of 44 right now, even showers here. That's due to a stationary front that's going to develop. Until that low pressure really begins to push a little bit further north, we're going to see those showers stay to our south. But what's going to happen is that low pressure system is going to push in here. Take a look here Saturday morning. Now we're starting to see things become a little bit more widespread. Low pressure kind of hanging out just off to our southwest there. That's going to allow for that stationary front to pick either that colder air or that warmer air that's going to win that battle and kind of push off to our north, allowing for the development now of showers and thunderstorms widespread Saturday morning into the afternoon hours. Everyone is going to see some rainfall. For your Saturday forecast and what you can expect for Valentine's Day, 54 degrees, cloudy and showers out there. Your 10-day forecast and what you can expect beyond Saturday. We're back into the 60s again on Sunday, talking about 70s in the middle part of the week. But Dow, this rainmaker could give us anywhere from half an inch up to 2.5 inches of rainfall.
Whatever we get, we certainly need some rain, and so we'll welcome it, I suppose.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks, Austin. Help is on the way for the Nevada Animal Shelter. The ASPCA has awarded $20,000 to boost support for that shelter. The grant will help cover services such as access to veterinary care, spays and neuters, as well as vaccinations. Shelter says expanding access to affordable services is essential to reducing pet overpopulation and keeping animals out of the shelter. Shocking twist to a suspected break-in at a nonprofit in Oklahoma. Earlier this week, employees at the Lift Community Action Agency discovered what looks like a crime scene. They found blood on windows, paper scattered everywhere, and a massive hole in the ceiling. Police investigate initially suspecting a break-in, but surveillance video reveals the truth.
When we finally see the raccoons fall to the ceiling, then two of them get on the back door back there, and that's how we realize what opened the door.
Turns out it actually wasn't a murder. It was 3 determined raccoons.
They got on it and jumped on it, and the bar just kicked it right open. And I never would have believed that they could have, especially not one of them big push doors, that they could have opened that up. I was shocked, and the police were too.
The blood investigators worried about, well, likely came from an injured paw. 2 raccoons made a clean getaway. The third one, it remains at large, so keep a lookout. It's wearing a mask. Still ahead, National Signing Day was last week, but one Miami War Dog put pen to paper on Wednesday. Those details next. And one local Galena Star football player is staying home to continue his athletic career. We're going to hear from him coming up in sports. Last Wednesday was actually National Signing Day, with athletes furthering their commitment for collegiate athletics. But today, a pair of football players in the 4-state area signed the dotted line. In Galena, Bulldogs offensive lineman Braden Buckaloo is staying home, signing to play with Missouri Southern. Joplin native earned All-State Honorable Mention honors this past year as a senior, finishing as a 2-time All-Conference player with Galena. Buckaloo says it's a dream come true to sign with MSSU, following in his parents' footsteps.
Honestly, Missouri Southern's just always been one of my dream schools. It's been a dream to be able to play so close to my home, and I have a lot of connections to this school. My parents went to this school and graduated from this school, so it's just a dream come true to play for this school, so 20 minutes away from my house.
In Miami, War Dogs' Trent Lawson signed his letter of intent to play at Ottawa University. Before visiting the Braves, Lawson was unsure of going to Ottawa, but after spending time with the coaches, he knew he was home. Lawson says that he even decided to not visit Northeast Oklahoma A&M because he's set on being a Brave.
I'm Ottawa Tribe, and at first I wasn't sure about it. I knew it was free, but I wasn't sure if I really wanted to go there. But after visiting all the coaches and the facilities, and the coaches are the greatest people there, and all my teammates, I just confirmed that I wanted to go there.
Pitt State track and field teams are back at home this weekend, but before competition begins, another Gorilla has received weekly honors after a strong performance this past week. For the second straight week, Elias Garcia has been named the MIAA Male Track Athlete of the Week. Follows a school record-breaking performance last week. The junior lowered his Division II best time in the 60-meter dash, flying in with a time of 6.62 seconds and a top finish at the Woo Pig Classic in Arkansas. That's it for sports. We're right back after this. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Snow drought in the west threatens agriculture and drinking water. Scientists sound the alarm on what's coming. Plus, El Paso's airport shuts down without warning due to security concerns. And researchers say a tablespoon of vinegar twice a day can boost your health. You might want to check with your Valentine before you try that one, though. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The weather really looking great for several days, and we're going to get some more of this nice weather.
Yeah, if you want to avoid the apple cider vinegar, I think that's what it was. You can go for a walk as we head into Thursday and Friday. Temperatures 62 on Thursday, 66 Friday. But we are going to see some storm chances and widespread showers on Saturday. Almost everyone in the 4 states going to get some precipitation Saturday.
And everyone in the 4 states could use some. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.